Focus 2022, sorry, Entrepreneurship Webinar Focus 2022. I am going to address some important points and issues and challenges that we are facing in women entrepreneurship today. So let me share my presentation to you, ma'am. Is it visible? The screen is visible. This presentation with the quote of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru: when women move forward, the family moves, the village moves, and then ultimately the nation moves forward. Then Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has addressed empowering women is a prerequisite for creating a good nation. When women are empowered, society with stability is assured. Empowerment of women is essential as their thoughts and their value systems lead to the development of good family, good society, and ultimately a good nation. So all are stressed woman empowerment and has encouraged the woman entrepreneurship. If a woman moves forward, the nation moves forward. So, woman entrepreneurship means the woman or a group of women who initiate, organize, and operate a business enterprise. So, according to Government of India, definition given by Government of India, an enterprise owned and controlled by a woman having a maximum of financial interest of 51 percentage of capital and the employment strength is more than 51 percentage. So in earlier times, how the woman entrepreneurship is, what is the situation has been for the woman entrepreneurs. So Indians have always been entrepreneurs regardless of their field of endeavor. Firms has been passed down from the dads to sons for generation, not the women. Woman has been ever controlled by the men society and business have gone from rags to riches. Female have never been able to realize their full potential because of male dominance in the society. So in 1960s, men have historically controlled the Indian culture. Women have never had a voice and in issues in affecting their families or even their personal lives. During this time, women were encouraged to launch modest businesses from the comfort of their own homes. Um, what products, what food products or what the arts and crafts products which they have been manufactured, which they are able to manufacture from their homes without coming out, they are encouraged. Many of them launched some business on their own to supplement their income. They took up occupations such as producing puppets, ceramics, bangles and all. In the decade of 1960s, there was also a need for youngsters to be educated during this time of period. Families began to sending their daughters to school in addition to their male children in some areas. So in some areas, education has the awareness of education of women has been slightly here and there rises. In 1970s, women needs changed over this time period. In contrast to former eras, when all women sought to have a house, marriage, and children, they today strive to have their job. In this 1970s, the phrase woman entrepreneurship was coined during this time. The number of female entrepreneurs did not significantly grow. The crime rate against women connected to molestation, rapes, and other forms of violence increased in this decade. So, the decade established the groundwork for the 1980s when women were more confident and worked with the goal to establish themselves in the professional world. In coming to the decade in 1980s, the arrival of fourth five-year plan, the decade saw a significant increase in technology developments as well as professional education. Throughout the decade, a growing number of women, a growing awareness of their rights. Girl children were encouraged to attend the school. were no longer required to stay at home and assist their moms. So far we have in 1960s and 1970s, we can see they have never allowed the girl children to study. Education awareness is here and there among the girl child, but in 1980s there is a great rise in the education of the women. So the number of girls attending school and pursuing professional education has been increased in this decade. See, 1990s, women in the country, the age of independence started. They were self-assured in their abilities and were goal-oriented. In this century, around 1,96,000 women entrepreneurs emerged, outnumbering the males in the society. Liberalization, globalization, and privatization. These three aspects were all advocated as a result of this program. Women are now visible in every sector, industry, whether it is a service industry or a commercial firm, whatever it may be. Women in agricultural scheme was introduced to train women farmers to small and marginal holdings in agriculture and allied activities. So, Prime Minister Rojgar Yojana entrepreneurship development programs are emerged in this decade with a view to develop the eighth five-year plan. Women cooperative schemes were formed to help women agro-based industries like dairy, farming, poultry, animal husbandry, horticulture, etc. with full financial support from the government. Then coming to 21st century is an era of being women as recognized as innovators. So far, we have seen the women entrepreneurs producing papads, pickles, powders, isn't it? So, in this era, women has been recognized as innovators in the 21st century. So far we have been identified as three Ks. Three Ks means kitchen, kids, and knitting. Woman has been identified with these three Ks: kitchen, kids, and knitting. Or three Ps: powder, papad, and pickles. Now the era has been changed, isn't it? So we have been identified as the innovators. Four E's we have seen: electricity, electronics, energy, engineering activities performed by women entrepreneurs. So that they are more visible and successful in many domains. They have been progressed from the kitchen to higher levels and of professional pursuits. So we are going to see the type of women entrepreneurs. There are affluent entrepreneurs, pull factors, push factors, self-employed entrepreneurs, and rural entrepreneurs. So affluent entrepreneurs as concerned, they are those women entrepreneurs who hail from the rich families, and their family background is quite rich. They are rich people's daughters, daughters-in-law, sisters, sisters-in-law, and wives. Many of them work in beauty salons, interior design, book publishing, film distribution, and other similar businesses. The family encourages the above mentioned sort of entrepreneur to carry out their duties. They have a strong support also. Pull factors: the women in towns and cities see entrepreneurs as a way to try something new. They have an enthusiasm in their activity to try something new, to achieve something different, and to gain importance as men has. So these fall within the category of pull factors. They are educated women who work in small and medium-sized businesses with a little risk. Women generally established service centers, schools, food catering centers, restaurants, grocery stores, and other businesses in this category. So push factors, coming to the push factors, some female entrepreneurs adopt business activity as a means of overcoming the financial issues. We can see in the rural areas, isn't it? Women are illiterate and they have to depend on their husband's income or father's income. So in this situation, they have been pushing upon to strive or achieve anything, or to for their livelihood, to earn their income. Their family predicament requires to either expand the existing family business or to launch other operations in order to better the family situation. are known as push factors. Self-employed entrepreneur. So they are a tiny sector. Women in villages and cities who are poor or very poor rely many on their own efforts to survive. So they start small businesses such as producing brooms, wax candles, serving tea and coffee in workplaces, ironing clothing, crocheting, tailoring, and all we can see in our cities and towns, isn't it? So rural entrepreneurs. Coming to the rural entrepreneurs, women in remote areas, rural villages, businesses that need at least amount of planning and are less risky. So rural businesses are involved in the production of dairy goods, pickles, fruit juices, puppets, and jaggery making. Even in our areas, palm sugar making are very famous, and women are the most dominating in this field. According to recent reports and studies, female entrepreneurs has attracted a lot of attention in these recent years in light of concentrate evidence that it supports economic growth and development. uh, I am coming with the sixth census report released by Government of India. Here are some interesting facts about the women entrepreneurs. They have a separate page for women entrepreneurs. This seems the development of women entrepreneurship. So it has been observed that 8.5 million out of the total 58.5 million establishments were run by women entrepreneurs, and it is around 13.76 percentage of the total number of establishment. So that the woman contribution is 13.76 percentage around the total population of establishments. So we can see in this figure the top 5 states of women establishment who contribute for the women establishments: Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and Maharashtra. So without hired workers, Tamil Nadu stands first, 11.85 percentage, and 21.72 percentage with one hire worker. Kerala stands the second with 12.90 percentage. Andhra Pradesh stands the third, and West Bengal stands the fourth, and Maharashtra finally stands the fifth place. So, as far as agricultural activities concerned, the total number of agricultural establishments were 2.76 million, constituting 34.3 of the total establishments. The non-agricultural activities has been carried out by the women entrepreneurs largely when compared to the agricultural activities. This is a census report given by the Government of India, 6th census report. Then top 5 economic activities by the women entrepreneurs are agriculture, manufacturing, trade, other services, accommodation, and food services. The activities concerned by the women entrepreneurs as far as establishments are concerned, in agricultural sectors, in agricultural sector, the livestock 92.2 percentage, forestry and logging, agriculture and other than crop production, fisheries and aquaculture. In the non-agricultural sector, about 2.4 million establishments were engaged in the manufacturing activity. Other important activities were trading, other services, and accommodation and food services. And in education, only 4.1 percentage women entrepreneurs are engaging in the education sector. So concerning to women establishments, the total number of establishment owned by women entrepreneurs was 8 crores 50,819, out of which 65.12 percentage of the total establishments were located in rural areas, because our government is giving a special subsidy to women entrepreneurs for locating the industries in rural areas when compared to urban areas. So large number of establishments run by women are located in rural areas according to the census report given by the Government of India. So when coming to the sources of finance, where they get finance, almost 79 percentage of the women establishments were self-financed. It is quite surprising. Women are using their jewelry, their property given by their father or mother, isn't it? So they are using their jewels and they are pledging their jewels to in the bank, and they're getting the finance for starting their firms or some establishments. The second important source is donation or transfer from the other agencies contributed to 14.65 percentage. The next important sources were assistance from governmental and borrowing from financial institutions with contributions of 3.4 and 1 percentage, 1.1 percentage respectively. So these are the categories of women entrepreneurs in practice. According to India, these are the first category women entrepreneurs. They are established in big cities. They have a higher level background, educational, both educational background and professional background. The mostly uh, their business is concerned about the non-traditional items when compared to the traditional items. They have a sound financial position and sound financial background when compared to the other entrepreneurs. The second category is about they are establishing in cities and towns, having a sufficient education, not more than they're not more educated. They have been finished a degree or diploma or something. They are fit to start an enterprise or establishment or a small shop or a firm in the surrounding area or a city or a town. Both traditional and non-traditional items have been sold by them, have been marketed by them. Undertaking women services like kindergarten, creches, beauty parlors, Xerox shops, health clinics and all. So these are the second category entrepreneurs in practice in India. So coming to the third category of women entrepreneurs, they are illiterate women, financially weak. They have no family background. They have no sound financial background at all. So they are involved in family businesses such as agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries, agroforestry, handloom, powerloom, etc. So comparing to the first category and second category, first category people, they need no assistance of the government. They have a strong financial background. Coming to the second category, they need somewhat financial assistance and they use the subsidies and the loans given by the government. And the third category, women are weak entrepreneurs. They need the government support and the support of other financial institutions for getting succeed in their endeavor. So these are the opportunities. These can be said as the opportunities or government loan schemes available in India for the women entrepreneurs. So Mudra loan scheme. Mudra loan scheme, the micro units development refinance agency, which has been started by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in 2015. Mudra loan scheme is female entrepreneurs can avail up to 10 lakh from nationalized banks, private bank, all the Grameen banks, cooperative banks and microfinance and NBFCs. The scheme has been divided into three: Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. In Sishu scheme up to 50,000 we can get loan. In Kishore scheme 50,000 to 5 lakhs. In Tarun scheme 5 lakh to 10 lakhs we can get the loan. The good thing about Mudra loans is people getting a loan to grow their business, but also in the MSME sector, they are getting a business loan for a startup projects. Then Sri Sakti scheme has been developed by SBI, is an initiative arranged by the SBI for especially for women entrepreneurs. In this scheme, uniquely tailored for women who wish to become entrepreneurs or wanting to expand their existing businesses. Women involved in retail, manufacturing, service activities are eligible for the loan. Self-employed women like architects, chartered accountants, doctors also are eligible for the loan. The retail traders has been granted 50,000 to 2 lakhs. For professionals, 50,000 to 25 lakhs. SSI units are eligible for 50,000 to 25 lakhs. No collateral requirement is for loans up to 5 lakhs. Then DENA Shakti scheme. Loan amount for agriculture up to 20 lakhs. This scheme is promoted by DENA Bank. So, is a public sector banking company. The women entrepreneurs were offered with a concession of 0.25 in interest rate for these types of loan. Loan amount for manufacturing, retail trader or small enterprises up to 20 lakhs. The repayment tenure is flexible as it can be lasting up to 10 years. Bharatiya Mahila Bank is an exclusively women bank. So, Bharatiya Mahila Bank offers loan scheme. The vision of Bharatiya Mahila Bank is to promoting economic opportunities for women and setting a path towards women economic empowerment. So, Bharatiya Mahila Bank offers these types of loan exclusively for women enterprises. The loan amount is maximum 20 crores to manufacturing enterprises, and for retailer, trader and service enterprise up to 5 crores. Loan amount for manufacturing enterprises is 1 crore. The loan tenure up to 7 years. Interest rate is 10.15 per annum to 13.65 per annum. Then SIDBI promotes the Mahilam Udayam Nidhi scheme to encourage and empower women entrepreneurs and promote women entrepreneurship by providing financial assistance at a concessional interest rates. Women entrepreneurs who have initiated existing and new MSMEs, tiny units or SSIs are eligible for getting the Mahilam Udayam Nidhi scheme or availing the Mahilam Udayam Nidhi scheme. MSME or tiny enterprises with a minimum investment of at least 5 lakhs. A repayment tenure is up to 10 years, including a moratorium period of 5 years. Orient Mahila Vikas Yojana scheme. Dear audience, if you have any problem in my audio, please inform me. Is there any problem in my audio? Am I audible to all? Okay, thank you. If there is any problem in my audio, please communicate me. The scheme is provided by Oriental Bank of Commerce, and women who are eligible for this loan, they have been qualified for this loan to a 51 percentage of their establishments. No collateral security is required for loans up to 10 lakhs, up to 25 lakhs in case of small scale industries, and the period of repayment is 7 years. A concession on the interest rate is up to 2 percentages given under Oriental Mahila Vikas Yojana scheme. Then Central Bank has been promoted a scheme called Cent Kalyani scheme. This scheme envisages the empowerment of women to start a new project or to expand or to modernize the existing unit. The scheme provides assistance in the form of capital expenditure and also meeting day-to-day expenditure. The scheme is provided by CBI. When coming to the loan interest, up to 10 lakhs, MCLR plus 2.25 loan, they can get the reduction. And 10 lakhs to 100 lakhs, they can get MCLR plus 0.50 percentage loan reduction. So there are no processing fees in this scheme. So Udyogini scheme is especially for a women entrepreneurs has been implemented by Women Development Corporation under Government of India. The scheme promotes and motivates the women entrepreneurship among the poor, providing financial support to women for doing the business. The loan amount is maximum rupees 3 lakhs, and a special concession for widow disabled women has been given under the Udyogini scheme. This helps The scheme helps the enhancement of income of an individual and families and to contribute the overall growth of the country. The Stand Up India scheme. This scheme is exclusively for scheduled caste and tribes women entrepreneurs. The scheme has been highlighted by the and has been anchored by the Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Under this scheme, a composite loan has been offered, both term loan and for working capital between 10 lakhs up to 100 lakhs are offered for exclusively for SC/ST women entrepreneurs. A composite loan of 75% of the project cost inclusive of term loan and working capital. The loan is repayable in 7 years with a maximum moratorium period of 18 months. So these are the pull factors we can see. These are the factors influencing the woman entrepreneurship. These are there can be say as a pull factors. These are the pull factors we are uh, seeing in the screen. The need for self-achievement, the need for social status, need for wealth and power and self-motivation. Women are need for their self-achievement. So they are in a motive to achieve anything. They need social status when compared to men, and they need a special status in the society. For that, they have been choosing the entrepreneurship ideas to overcome their self-achievement idea. So these are the push factors we can see. Women are feeling insufficient, they have insufficient family income, they have a dissatisfaction with their salaried job, they have a difficulty in finding the work, they are dissatisfied with the present job, are coming to the entrepreneurship field. When compared to men, they women need a special flexible work schedule when compared to men, isn't it? So they have to look after their family, their kids and their parents, and all their responsibility when compared to men are more for the women. So these are the push factors we can say are influencing factors for women entrepreneurship. So some of the institutions we can see here, they are supporting the development and the empowerment for women. They are supporting for the women entrepreneurs. So Federation of Indian Women Entrepreneurs, this federation has been founded in the 1993 on the eve of 4th International Conference of Women Entrepreneurs held at Hyderabad. The objective of is to interact with various women associations of the country through its network to help, and it provide network facilities to women entrepreneurs in the country and abroad to develop their ventures. This federation provides facilities to member associations in the field of marketing, quality control, export management, and standardization. So, women are lacking in these fields. We can see their challenges too. So, like men, they are weak in, they are not able to market their products internationally. They are not able to product their product, or they are not able to export their products. This is difficult for second category and third category entrepreneurs in India. So this federation helps women entrepreneurs in marketing and export management. Then TREAD, the Trade Related Entrepreneurship Assistance and Development. This is a scheme envisaged by the Ministry of Small Scale Industries to achieve this objective. This provides trade related training, information, counseling and extension activities related to trades, products, services, etc. So this scheme is especially giving assistance to women entrepreneurs in all areas related to their products and services. Then Women Entrepreneurs Welfare Association. So the main aim of this association is to widen the entrepreneurial base. Women are being contracted to, are being limited to a specified geographical area, isn't it? Within a state or within a district or within an area, they are restricted. So this association helps to create or to widen their entrepreneurial base, include various strategies to help women with their entrepreneurial ventures. Women are mainly constrained in tiny or micro enterprises. So this association helps them, women entrepreneurs, to help them to expand their businesses. Center for Entrepreneurship Development, CED. Then Startup India scheme. I have left the Startup India scheme. This has been a very successful scheme in India, started by Narendra Modi ji. This scheme has trained so many women entrepreneurs, and still training so many entrepreneurs. This scheme has many facets when compared to other scheme. So under the scheme, many women entrepreneurs are get trained and get assistance under this Startup India scheme. They can get loan facilities, get assistance, whatever they need, they can get under Startup India scheme. So Center for Entrepreneurship Development. The non-governmental organization helps in mass employment generation, women empowerment, textile industry, which are sponsored by Government of India, the Government of Tamil Nadu. It has trained around 2,400 women in various income generation activities. Then Tamil Nadu Backward Classes Economic Development Corporation Limited. So this corporation provides loans to the backward classes and through economically and financially viable trades at lower rate of interest. The support to training and employment program called STEP. So this organization is also a given assistance for the women entrepreneurs and arranging the loan schemes for the women entrepreneurs in the respected areas. So these are the challenges in which the woman entrepreneurs faces around all over the world. We are concentrating in this webinar the Indian women entrepreneurs, isn't it? So these are the challenges majority faced by the Indian entrepreneurs. So maintaining a healthy work-life balance, limited financial access, inadequate marketing skills, illiteracy or lower level education, socio-cultural barriers, entrepreneurial ability and mobility constraints. So in India, women are deeply loyal to their homes and family. So they have more to work, more to dedicate their lives when compared to men for their family, their kids, their parents, and their husband. They are expected to take care of all of their household work. They are overburdened with household responsibilities such as caring for their husband, children, and in laws, which consume a significant amount of their time and energy. So they devote most of their time for their family and fulfilling their responsibilities. They can't spare some time for their own. This is considered to be a major challenge for the women community. So limited financial access. So for women, financial access is a major concern. One of the most significant challenges of women entrepreneurs encounter is obtaining loans, particularly when establishing a business. Women entrepreneurs have a difficult time of acquiring funds and meeting their business financial needs. They have a lack of exposure when compared to men. So they can't procure loans, they are unaware of the loan schemes when compared to the men community. So they also suffer financial difficulties as a result of monies being blocked in raw materials, inventories, work in progress, finished goods, and other areas. Then inadequate marketing skills, I have already explained in the previous slides, isn't it? So when compared to the women, so when compared to the men, women are not able to market their products worldwide. For example, if women having their small unit in a rural area, she can't able to expose herself to other districts or other states. The expansion of the products or the expansion of the market is quite difficult when compared to men. So their marketing skills are being very low when compared to the women. This is a great challenge for the women community because most women are unable to move about for marketing, distribution, or money collecting and all. They must rely on the middlemen to perform these tasks. So they are restricted to a particular area. They can't move like men freely. They are frequently exploited by the middlemen who appear to be assisting them. They seek to interest their own profit margin, resulting in lower sales and profits for the female businesses. Another challenge we can see in the screen that illiteracy or lower level education, although this has been slowly eradicated, isn't it? So all female children have been initiated, have been encouraged to study up to higher secondary. This is the main aim of our government, to make the woman literate. So many women are still under educated. So partly owing to the early marriage, due to household duties and partly due to poverty. Those who are educated receive less or inadequate education and their male counterparts. Most women entrepreneurs are unaware of advancement of new technology, new techniques of manufacturing, marketing, networking, and other government support that will help them to advance in the field of management due to lack of insufficient education. So they are unable to market their products, they are unable to networking and the other government support. They are unaware of the government support by the main challenge they are facing, that is lower level of education. So socio-cultural barriers. Coming to the socio-cultural barriers, traditions and conventions prevalent in Indian civilizations can often as a roadblock for women, preventing them from progressing and succeeding. Our society is dominated by caste and religions, which also inhibit women entrepreneurs. They suffer much larger societal difficulties in rural places. They are always scrutinized with suspicious eyes. So, entrepreneurial ability. So, for most of the women does not have any entrepreneurial ability. They are unaware of the special skills of entrepreneurial ability, how to market their products, how to sell their products, how to expose or to expand the markets. So, for eradicating the entrepreneurial inability, these associations and these schemes have been developed by private institutions and government of India to assist the women entrepreneurs. So mobility constraints. Women's mobility in India is severely restricted and it has become an issue as a result of traditional norms and lack of driving abilities. Moving forward, requesting a place to remain in for the night for business considerations still met with suspicion. So in night and all, a single woman cannot travel from this district or other district, from this city to other city, when men freely travels from the one place to another place, isn't it? So inexperienced women may feel uncomfortable interacting with men or other communities who are interested in them for reasons other than employment. So how to overcome this challenge? So we can able to see women having and the woman entrepreneurship having a challenging job. Then how to overcome these challenges? So women entrepreneurship in India faces many challenges and requires a radical change in attitudes and mindsets of the society. So therefore, programs should be designed to address changes in the attitude and the mindset of the people. So women of the present times should be made aware of their unique identity and their contribution to the economic growth and development of the country. Course curriculum should be designed in a manner that will impart a basic theoretical knowledge along with the practical implications and the impart the skills that is required to be an entrepreneur. So women should understand and implement a new way to balance the work and life. The first challenge is difficult work-life balance, isn't it? So they can learn for time, a good time management practice. They can have a good time management skill to eradicate this challenge. So there should be a continuous attempt to inspire, encourage and to motivate and cooperate women entrepreneurs. An awareness program should be conducted on a mass scale for Indian government and other institutions and colleges, schools. They have to conduct an awareness program for women, particularly with the intention of creating awareness among the women about the various areas to conduct business. Many women entrepreneurs are unaware of some areas. They are not being touched by women. So women entrepreneurs should spend some time in studying and observing the nature of challenges women face in business. So the government should take initiative to conduct more programs in managerial leadership, marketing, financial, production process, profit planning, maintaining books of accounts and other skills. So, educational institutes should tie up with various government and non-governmental agencies to assist the entrepreneurship development, mainly to plan business projects. Skill development to be done in women polytechnics and industrial training institutes. Skill are put to work in training come production workshops. Women entrepreneurship must be examined both at the individual level and at the firm level in order to fully understand the differences between men and women entrepreneurship. So, coming to the some of the constraints we can see in respect of education in India. So, everything has been started from education, isn't it? So, if I think we are able to stress or we are able to emphasis is that it's come from education. So the main constraints we are seeing the or main drawback we are seeing in our education system is the supply and demand gap and an outdated rigid curriculum. There are no rooms for women entrepreneurship. There are no projects. There are no room for projects and there are no room for any grants for women entrepreneurs. An absence of employer engagement in course content and skill development. So many courses stressing and many courses emphasizing the women entrepreneurs has to come out. We have a separate course for accounts, finance, insurance, like that. We have like that in BCom or in BBA and all. Yeah, an entrepreneurship course has been initiated and has been implemented by the universities and the colleges, autonomous colleges. Less access to entrepreneurial opportunity. Women students has been unaware of the entrepreneurial opportunity. In campus interviews and all, they are conducting in many colleges. So like that, in colleges and in autonomous institutions and in universities, if they have a entrepreneurial hub and to enhance their entrepreneurial opportunity, women has get more awareness when compared to others. So constraints on research capacity and innovation, fewer opportunities for interdisciplinary learning. So interdisciplinary learning must be initiated when comparing to other sectors. So the role of educators, what has been the role of educators in women entrepreneurship? So the educator can initiate the entrepreneurship from the school or college life. We are seeing many students in our college life while taking classes and all. Our duty is to emphasize or to tell the students about entrepreneurship and to conduct more webinars and seminars and workshops for the welfare of the children. More inputs about women entrepreneurship has to be given when compared to this year's. Internship to exhibit the talents of the students has been emphasized. The entrepreneurial hub for the needy students has been conducted, has to be conducted by the colleges and universities. The framing a standard network through a DIC and other government organizations. So, District Industrial Center is ready to help and ready to tie up with many institutions, isn't it? So, as far as our institution is concerned, we can move to the district industrial center and to conduct many programs and to create the awareness of about the women entrepreneurship. The off-campus training and in-campus training has been can be initiated by the institutions. The focusing entrepreneurship through workshops and seminar sessions. More seminar sessions and more workshops can be conducted for the women children. So, at my last part of my presentation, these are the successful women entrepreneurs who has been listed by Forbes in 2021. So, Aditi Gupta, she is a lady, in very enchanting lady, is one of the Indian woman entrepreneur who is an author and a co-founder of the comic Menstrupedia. Uh, he has founded the institution in 2012. He has founded a comics. He is a writer of a comics called Menstrupedia. He is a social woman entrepreneur in India working towards the raising of awareness about the menstruation. And she is a TED Talk speaker, and work has been featured in the Wall Street Journal, Reuters, CNBC, and BBC. So Falguni Nayar, you would have been heard about her. Falguni Nayar is an Indian businesswoman and billionaire who founded the Nykaa. Nykaa.com. So Nykaa.com is a retail company. Nykaa became a wealthiest female Indian billionaire, and with her net worth rising up to the $6.5 billion and entered the list of top 20 richest people of India. So Roshni Nadar Malhotra is a first category entrepreneur. She has been identified by her father Shiv Nadar, founder of HCL Technologies. The first woman to lead the listed IT company in India is Roshni Nadar Malhotra. So in 2019, she is ranked 54th on the Forbes World Most 100 Powerful Women list. According to IIFL Wealth Hurun India Rich List 2019, Roshni is the richest woman in India. In 2020, she is ranked 55th on the Forbes World's 100 Most Powerful Women. She is also a CEO of HCL Corporation. So Kiran Majumdar Shah is an Indian billionaire and entrepreneur, as a founder of Biocon Biologics. She is the executive and chairperson. In 2014, she was awarded the Ottomer Gold Medal for outstanding contributions to the progress of science and chemistry. She is on the Financial Times of top 50 women in business list. In 2019, she was listed as the 68th most powerful woman in the listed by Forbes. She was named EY World Entrepreneur of the Year 2020. So Byju's app, we have been, this is a familiar app, isn't it? A familiar educational learning app. This has been used by the students, the school students, college students. So Divya Gokulnath is a co-founder of Byju's learning app. At first, the company offered in-person education to support school education, and in 2015 launched an online app with the video lessons. She has been a teacher at first, was featured one of the LinkedIn's top voices on 2019. 2021, Fortune has been listed Divya Gokulnath as 50 more most powerful women in business. So Ashwini Ashokan. So Ashwini Ashokan is the founder of Mad Street Den, an AI company powering retail education, healthcare, media, and finance. The company is headquartered in the Bay Area, California, which offers across the globe, including Chennai, Bangalore, Tokyo, London, and Dubai, and more. So she has been a successful entrepreneur. And at last, Mallika Srinivasan is an Indian industrialist and is a chairman and managing director of Tafe Limited. She is also a chairperson. Is there any problem in my audio? She is also the chairperson of the Public Enterprises Selection Board (PESB), constituted by the Government of India. She is additionally on the Global Board of US India Business Council and the boards of AGCO Corporation, the United States, and Tata Steel Limited. So, thank you for the opportunity given to me. So, I have utilized my opportunity in an effective way, it seems. So far we have seen some of the issues and some of the challenges and some of the opportunities that can be seen in the area of women entrepreneurship. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I would thank the management of Sayyid Amal Arts and Science College and the HOD, Dr. Raja Mahendran sir, for this wonderful opportunity. Hope this session will be useful to you all, and thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you all.